Hey guys, we are at Epcot for a full day today. Those were always my favorite days. You know we love Epcot. So we are getting a late start today, but we're headed over to a Living with the Land Fast Pass, which we may or may not need. I went to that pass holder event last night, so I actually didn't go to bed till almost 1 a.m. and so got up much later than usual today. But it's still pre-11 o'clock, so you can tell World Showcase is pretty wide open. And this guy got a new hat. Fast Pass to Friday, please. His old hat, which you can see in our previous videos, has had a rough life, but I don't think he's gonna get rid of it, but it's more than distressed at this point, wouldn't you say? Yeah, it's extra like really super distressed. Yeah. Falling apart. Here we are at the Land Pavilion for Living with the Land. Wow, 20 minutes.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use, and sometimes overuse. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. Edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. Growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. We serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less.
It's a drizzly day at Epcot today, but I don't know how Brian feels about it. As long as it's not pouring, I actually think this is kind of nice. It's been pretty warm the last couple of days, wouldn't you say? Yeah. So it's a nice cloudy reprieve from the heat. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the gong announcing World Showcase opening at 11 is going off. We popped into the festival center and we're gonna get a beer flight. Brian got beer flight number 2. So this is the First Magnitude Brewing Company Lemongrass, J-Dubs Brewing Company Honeydew Melon, and Shipyard Brewing Company Monkey Fist IPA. So which one's that? The first one?
This is the lemongrass.
So does it actually taste like lemongrass?
I guess there's yeah.
A little bit?
I can taste it, yeah.
Interesting.
Because they come from so high up, from absolutely the most beautiful region, arguably some of the best wine region in the world.
There goes the monorail. The weather certainly hasn't affected the crowds. We're over here by the Odyssey and there's nothing here, so that's why there's not too many people, but everywhere else there's definitely a lot of people today. Pretty view back towards Imagination Pavilion. It looks nice against that dark sky. Beautiful. We're stopping at the China booth and Brian is gonna get the pepper shrimp. Here's the yummy pepper shrimp that Brian got. Looks good, except both of us don't like when they leave the tails on messy items like this. Yeah, you don't want to stick your fingers in your food.
Yeah, I told Carmen I don't need a knife. Well, I guess I did.
Well, who knew? Do you want me to go get you a knife?
I'll deal. This year, I don't know, I think I had more shrimp than previous years.
It feels like there were definitely more shrimp, but I think they were also smaller. It looks like they went with less big shrimp.
Yeah. So let's try the noodle, because it's really about the noodles.
Yeah, pepper noodles.
Good garlic sauce in the noodles.
This smells really good.
I really like this dish. I get it every year.
Yeah, stand by. And you can't beat this kind of view while you're eating. I love it, and I love the boats. Whole atmosphere is just awesome. I saw this boat pull up, but I just thought he was going under this bridge over here to the left. All of a sudden, right here, people just popped up and we were like, what? I mean, it was just kind of freaky because we're standing right here eating. But there's a staircase. I've never even paid attention right here at China that goes down to the water. Who knew? Stopped in Africa and Brian got the super secret item. I just joke about that because it wasn't on the passport, but it's, I guess it's pronounced piri piri shrimp?
Piri piri skewered shrimp.
Skewered shrimp.
It's like skewered with a sugar cane, right?
Yeah, it looks good and it smells good. You want to give that a try? Alright, Brian's gonna give the bean mixture. It looks like black-eyed peas, but it's probably something else, but it looks like black-eyed peas.
Okay, it's really good. Tomato based. Peppers. I'm not tasting much heat. Oh, there's a little heat.
A little bit of heat.
Yeah. Try the couscous.
We're not that bit.
And then that happened.
Yeah. Not the part that went on the table.
Yeah, I'm that big couscous fan.
It almost looks like it has saffron in it. It's so yellow, but saffron's expensive, so maybe it's just turmeric. Turmeric would turn it yellow also.
It's good, but the star of the dish is definitely the shrimp with the
beans.
Yep.
I stopped in the Spain booth to get the seafood salad. It looks really good, but it also looks slightly different. There's something in the bottom, I think, and before I don't think there was, so I'm gonna give it a try. Dig in, get a little mussel there, a little shrimp.
It does look jam-packed with seafood again.
It really is.
Does it still have that smoke flavor?
It has, it tastes like smoked paprika, which is what's on it on the ingredient list. It doesn't have that fake liquid smoke taste that it had last year. I think it's actually better this year.
Because we actually got it last time, several times without the liquid smoke. Yeah, we asked for it out.
This does have lettuce filler in the bottom though that it did not have last year, so that's a change in the other direction, but it's very good. Brian stopped at the Brewers Collection and got this beer flight. We've already reviewed, so we're not going to do that again. Which one's your favorite out of this one there? I don't think you've ever said that.
It's a tough one. I think it's the first one, the Zwickel Pilsner Unfiltered, which is this one. I get a taste on that. Yeah, that's the favorite.
That's your favorite?
At this.
Such a gorgeous view here looking back towards Spaceship Earth. I think that's my favorite thing about World Showcase. Like everywhere you go, you've got a different beautiful view. Stopped in Brazil and got the Brazilian cheese bread, and I always enjoy this. It's so good, and it is gluten-free. All right, Brazilian cheese bread. Very good.
Really good. Light and fluffy.
Brian stopped. Figured this was his last chance. It was a long line.
Yeah, I waited a long line.
A long line in Belgium for this Belgian flight.
Friday, and the crowds are starting to pick up.
Yeah, definitely picking up.
Do it, 'cause this is probably the last time I'll do this.
Want to give it a try?
Yeah, definitely got to start with the best, right?
I think you're supposed to go the other way.
I was tempted to say just give me 2 of these.
Yeah, you could have. Good stuff. You can tell the Friday evening crowds are here for sure, but the good thing is the weather is not quite as hot as it was earlier. It's still humid, but you can tell there's some kind of front coming in tonight and you can feel the difference already. A little breezy. So we're gonna head over to Canada so that I can get one final filet mignon of the trip. Stopped at the booth in Canada to get one final yummy filet mignon. They've actually been really good this year. I've had one I didn't like. All right, giving it a taste here. It's really good. This one's cooked a little more than my liking, but it's still good. We are enjoying sitting on a bench in Epcot. Yeah, we're in the sun. But yeah, the breeze is nice, and it's just fun to people watch Food and Wine on a Friday night. It's a fun activity.
It is kind of fun.
It really is. But also just taking it all in. Like we could go. We've kind of both eaten what we want to. We've ridden what we want to. But we could go sit in the room, but this is way more entertaining than doing that.
Montreal, and it's called C'est le temps des vacances.
We stopped over at Yacht and Beach Club to get some dinner, and they've got a pumpkin competition here as well, just like the one at Boardwalk. Pretty cool. These are really, really impressive. Wow, look at that. That's neat. Managed to catch the boat right as it was pulling up to go to Boardwalk.
This is your stop today.
It was super magical catching the boat right as it came up, so I didn't have to walk over here. It's the end of the day at the end of a trip, getting tired. This hub grass here at Boardwalk always gets a lot of use. We saw yoga one morning. There's always people out here playing. Definitely great. And they have movies out here sometimes too, and video games. Pretty cool. I am back in the room, and unfortunately I carried my pizza at an angle and all the toppings kind of slid to one side, but I actually went all the way to Boardwalk to get the gluten-free pizza, because there you can get it with toppings and it only takes 5 to 10 minutes. Here at the pizza window at Boardwalk, they tell me it takes 35 minutes and you can only get cheese or pepperoni. So it's worth the 5-minute, well in this case I caught the boat so it didn't even take any more time, but I mean that was just luck. It's worth the 5-minute walk over there to me to have this option. And even though it looks kind of wonky because, and this isn't all of it either, there are 2 or 3 more slices. This is just what I put on the plate. It looks weird because of how I carried it, but I know it's gonna taste good. It has been an amazing birthday vacation. We've had the best time.
Quick it went, as they always do, right?
They always do, they always do. But we've had an awesome time. The weather's back to being gorgeous. We just had that one blip earlier today, but it's fantastic now. We really had good weather the majority of the week.
Yeah.
Had an amazing dinner at Flying Fish, enjoyed some food and wine. We've just had a generally good trip, wouldn't you say?
Happy birthdays.
Thank you. We really appreciate you guys following along on our trip. Stay tuned. Next week will probably be the trailer for our December trip. We're going Christmas week. So that will be following this most likely, so stay tuned for that. As always, we appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Until our next adventure.